MLB The Show has base. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First and 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. LeMahieu stands at second with no outs. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
Hey, not a great start for the pitcher right here. Started off with a double, now add in a single, and one of your middle-of-the-order bats is coming to the dish. Man, I don't think this was the start he was imagining warming up in the bullpen.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the corner and slicing foul.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you got to be willing to give up pull side of the plate from time to time. It just looked like his timing was a smidge off.
In the air down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. The next 0-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Cespedes is there. One down. And that one just not deep enough, so they'll wisely hold him at third with one out in the inning now. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on DJ LeMahieu. And this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Rivera is under it. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
On the move is Desmond. Strike taken to throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Boy, this is not the way you'd like to start an inning right here after that 2-run bomb. Another base hit, and this could get ugly real early.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack right now, Dan. He saw that 2-run missile go out, and he was on point getting himself a knock.
And there he goes towards second. In there. Now the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. Stepping into the box, TJ Rivera. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here comes the first pitch. Swing, and he's able to flare this one out to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. Grounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Next up from New York, Yoenis Cespedes.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
Here's Cespedes with a drive. That's high and deep to left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Blackman is under this one, and he puts it away for the first down. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Hero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Here's Todd Frazier now, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners. But you start giving north.
Hit high and deep out to left field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Sometimes you get off on the wrong foot, and it's hard to get back on the right one. That's the 4th hit he's given up here already in the early going. He's got to find a way to string some outs together, or he's going to be in some deep trouble.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance.
Man, I got to believe he was looking for that pitch right there. First pitch changeup, just not able to keep that one fair. He had been hunting that all day.
And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Row, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Blackman is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Striding in for the Rockies, Chris Iannetta. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. Gone to lead off the inning.
As a hitter, that feels so good. The previous pitch ran in on him, trying to get him off the plate, but the next pitch, he mashes it out of here. Goes to show you can't intimidate him.
Chad Bettis at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Reyes has a play. 1 out.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Adrian Gonzalez, one of the best in the business at first base. The ability to bail his infielders out time and time again with soft hands and pickability.
DJ LeMahieu is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Oh, and he misses it. And the runner from second is in to score. Now a 5-3 game. Digging in to try it again. Charlie Blackmon 0 for 1 here in the early going. Little tapper down the first baseline. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Desmond at third with 2 away. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. Ready with another 2-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Nimmo has it in his sights, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Digging in, Jacob deGrom. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit to first. McMahon's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need to take into consideration is his ability to play that position at 6'4", 6'5", with soft hands and the ability to turn a double play. We already know he's an offensive force.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. Ready to take his hacks again, David Dahl, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. That's a tough take. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
He starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. The 0-1 on its way. Skied into very shallow right. Rosario onto the grass. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And standing in now, the catcher, Chris Iannetta.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Iannetta behind now, 0-2.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Rockies strand 1, and it remains 5-3.
Leading out for the Mets.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yoenis Cespedes. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. Line toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 0-1. High and deep to straightaway right. Desmond going back on it to the track. Gone!
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Here's Adrian now. High in the air out to center field. Blackman is in his tracks now, and there's the second out of the inning.
Third baseman number 21, Todd Frazier.
Here's Todd Frazier now. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a high pop-up. Story is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, Chad Bettis. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The windup and the 0-1. On the ground to third. Frazier is there. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Digging in and looking for more, DJ LeMahieu. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. 5 runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The right fielder, number 20, Ian Desmond.
Striding in once again, Ian Desmond. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. And that one right down Main Street. So far this season, Desmond is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1-2. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Yanked on the ground down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning. And he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
First pitch on its way. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
Great sliding catch right there, but that can be awful risky. If you flop that one and mess it up, that ball is going to the wall, and everybody's scoring. He secures the catch, and the runners have to stand pat.
From the stretch. Down the first baseline. McMahon gathers it in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
Center fielder.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, T.J. Rivera. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. And that finds its way through for a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky. Here's
the shortstop now, Jose Reyes, as he rips it on the ground to second. And he'll reach to knock this ball down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Mets forced to settle for. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. And a good first pitch as he gets him to bounce one on the ground out towards second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game. And boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
To short. Right there is Reyes. And there are two away now. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike one. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Dahl is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball play.
Swinging a soft liner down the line in right. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Try to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Brandon Nimmo comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
So one away here with the bases empty. And now the left-handed hitting Adrian Gonzalez will get a shot. This is pulled into right. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
The batter, number 1. Second baseman.
Ready for another chance? Ahmed Rosario. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set. Here it comes. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third. Gloved by Arenado. Over to LeMahieu covering at the bag, and that ends the inning. Mets leave 1. This remains a 5-all ball game. Ready once again, Trevor Story. He'll open it up in the Colorado 6th. Down the third baseline. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear.
Runners on the move for second. Ready with the 0-1. Throw down to second. Story gets his lead at first, nobody out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Ryan McMahon goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Chris Iannetta is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And they take the lead. It's gone. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, Matt, it's always tough to score runs here in this big ballpark in Citi Field. Heck, D-Roll, they've moved the fences in a couple of different times here to make it easier for the Mets hitters.
You know, this has been such an impressive hitting performance today by this offense, considering the fact that we're in Citi Field, although aesthetically pleasing, not for an offensive ball play.
Rockies pitcher with a bat in his hands and a 1-2 count. Popped him up. Gonzalez in foul ground. 2 gone.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, who's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. But the Rockies push. Leading off the inning, Jose Lobaton, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Skied into straightaway right. Desmond is underneath this one. 1 gone.
Now batting, Edgar Jacob DeGrom.
Asdrubal Cabrera will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 13, Asdrubal Cabrera.
He pulls this one into right. Oh, and he misses it. He's around first, heading for 2.
Now Cabrera rounds second. He's going to try for 3.
And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, I'm not sure they're going to award him a triple or call it a 3-base error, but the result is the same. He's 90 feet away from scoring, and it looks like they are going to give him an error, and I think that's definitely the right call there.
Stepping in now, T.J. Rivera as he grounds one briskly to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. After it is Blackman. He makes the catch. What a play on the run. Anthony Swarzak is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 38, Anthony.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ian Desmond. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is after it. He's there and records the first out. Here's Charlie Blackman now, head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. He's 1 for 4. First offering on its way. Rips this one to first. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. And he'll pull into second with one away.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Comes set, and the 0-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Right there is Reyes. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
David Dahl will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Colorado.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. In previous meetings against Chris Russin, he's gone 2 for 8. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard on the ground towards short. Story throws it in on to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th.
The right fielder, number 9. Brandon.
Riding in once again, Brandon Nimmo. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Bounce to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The first baseman, number 23, Adrian.
Digging in and looking for more, Adrian Gonzalez. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. McMahon fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the down in order go the Mets. Down a run in a tight one. It's 7-6.
Shortstop, Crawford, Story.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Chris Iannetta will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Fouled off. Now the 0-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 home, and a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
There's a strike. 7 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. Behind 0-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left.
Now pitching for the Rockies, number 71.
Here's Todd Frazier now.
David.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Number 1, second baseman.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The throw into second. poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And they'll run him down and tag him for the out.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in once again, Jose Lobaton. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Line hard toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Boy, that's a big base hit right there. The only problem now, Devo, you have the pitchers out on deck. It'll be interesting to see how they play this one.
Well, those guys on the bench, they know their pay grade. They've been getting loose since the 4th inning. I look for the manager to definitely make the move here for another bat.
Michael Conforto to come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 30, Michael Conforto.
A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. So a 2-run homer down the line in right, and it's now a 1-run ball game.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder.
Into the box now, T.J. Rivera. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Dahl will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. The 7 train making its stops just outside Citi Field as we welcome you back inside for the remainder of baseball on the show. Jerry Familia comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. He's set, and the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Lifetime against Familia. He's 1 for 5. Now the 0-1. Oh, and that runs in and gets him. So now the potential tying run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point, and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Reyes back to first, and a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play. Ready once again, Charlie Blackmon. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Rosario's got it. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him. And the Mets have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
A 1-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. The New York Mets hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Anthony Swarzak claims the win out of the pen, his first. Jerry Familia earns the save out of the bullpen, his 7th of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. for the victorious New York Mets. 8 runs on 13 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 minutes.